Space, the final frontier. Imagine for a moment that I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard commanding the Enterprise in Star Trek: The Next Generation. There is a situation on the Enterprise. An alien planet is threatening the safety of my crew. The alien defenses on my scanner appear to be impenetrable. My Chief Operations Officer insists that their shields cannot be disabled. He says it's impossible. I say, things are only impossible until they are not. Now, I know what you're thinking. This quote's on your grandma's pillow or inside of a fortune cookie. There are so many of these quotes decorating the walls of your local gym, resting on your boss's desk, or sitting inside of our classrooms that most of us get annoyed by them. But where would we truly be without them? I'll tell you where. Nowhere. It is 13.7 billion years ago, and there are no fortune cookies. There are no pillows at Grandma's house. In fact, there are no grandmas. There are only two voids in space. Hey man, this is cool being voids and all, but it's pretty boring. I hear you, bro, but there's nothing to do. There's nothing here. Exactly. Let's make something huge, gigantic, galactic, intergalactic, super mega ultra galactic. Dude, that's impossible. You're probably right. Now this is what could have happened. But what if they agreed? What if they had a quote to help them along the way? Hey man, this is cool being voids and all, but it's pretty boring. I hear you, bro, but there's nothing to do. There's nothing here. Exactly. Let's make something huge, gigantic, galactic, intergalactic, super mega ultra galactic. Dude, that's impossible. But things are only impossible until they are not. Hey, maybe you're right. But if we do this, it might be really loud and make a really big bang. I'm sure it'll be fine. Despite 13.7 billion years of the unlikely turning to reality, the impossible is still a cage that we confine ourselves to. Too often, we employ the word impossible as an answer to difficult questions. Impossible allows us to diminish that which challenges us the most. Ironically, impossible becomes the most convenient, practical, and possible answer. This trap is so real that we had to create a word for it. Ever hear the word neophobia? Neither had I. Neophobia is the fear of something new. In many ways, it is the fear of the impossible becoming possible. Scientists recently conducted a social experiment showcasing neophobia. They asked one group of people to solve a problem, telling them that it had never been solved before. What happened? They couldn't solve the problem. The scientists then asked a second group of people to solve the exact same problem, except this time they were told that many other groups had found the solution. What happened? They solved the problem. The scientists realized that merely suggesting that something may be impossible is enough to stop people from succeeding. If told the opposite, they unlock their creativity, determination, and will do their very best to work out whatever problem is presented. So how do we overcome neophobic thought? How do we overcome the paralysis of collective group thinking? By the risk-taking actions of the individual. The first fish to explore land, or maybe the first primate to use a tool. Recently, we celebrate the life of Stephen Hawking, controversial, creative, a disruptor of conventional thought. Impossible was never in his studies, in his vocabulary, or in his life. So we are back on the bridge of the Enterprise, and Picard is telling us that everything's impossible until it is not. He is searching for a disruptor, someone like Stephen Hawking, someone to find a solution where there appears to be none. Isn't this notion more than some nerdy, Trekkie lore? I suggest Stephen Hawking would have applauded Picard's message. Perhaps he would have even had it needle-pointed on a pillow inside of his office. Thank you. Live long and prosper.